What's up guys, welcome back to another classic episode of Parkour Journeys. Today I am out to conquer some fears and to get started on my barefoot shoes conquering journey. As most of you know, I've switched to barefoot shoes. I've been in them for a year now. I've done all of my biggest jumps apart from the scariest concretes that I've tackled, and I tackled some big ones last year and I want to re-tackle them this year with the barefoot shoes. If you haven't seen the barefoot shoes video, link up here. It's really worth going and checking out why I'm in barefoot shoes if you're curious about that and why it's so amazing for your training. So go check that out. But for today, I'm going to be trying to check off as many of the concretes in Salisbury as I can. I don't know how far we're going to get. I've warmed up, but it looks like it's gonna rain. I know that I'll probably get at least one big scary one today for us, all right? So we'll see how that goes. The other thing to note is that I haven't exactly been on a roll with the concretes. I haven't really done any of them like in a long time, and these are like rail concretes I'm talking about. I haven't pushed myself with them in a long time. I've been taking it chill, I've been easy, I've been enjoying myself, just like loose, normal, relaxed movement, but it's time to check these off today. I think I'm gonna try and summon the fire because I've come out with my only chance to do it, but I don't really feel like doing it at all. So I'm gonna be taking you through the process, taking you through how my mind's gonna react to all this, and yeah, keep you up to speed with how I'm getting over the fears I've got. So we've got barefoot shoes, which is the main aim of the game to conquer, but also there's been no momentum build up. There's no special bar activated. I'm trying to overcome that shit. So we're gonna start with this concrete here. This is kind of like the warm-up one. It's still pretty like big-ish, but it's pretty safe because you've got like the wall here and you're just gonna land on the handrail. You're still coming from up there down to here, so it's not exactly a super chill one, but it's the chillest one we've got to warm up on, so let's get started. So my aim of the game is to set the tone right off the bat, so I haven't done any concretes yet. This will be my first one, and the idea is to like run up to this one and absolutely not back out, because that will set the tone for the day and that should help me push through later on. Step one complete, check that off. I actually flew right over that. I've got a little more power than I was expecting. I thought that my power would kind of be reduced because I haven't been doing them, but that was fine. I had like too much power. I ended up on my arches. I'm gonna bash a few of these out because this is like the easy one to warm me up for everything else. 2 down, I'm just gonna work them up. I'm gonna like hit them higher and higher. It's gonna, yeah, like this one's pretty chill. I'm just getting myself super comfortable with conging over rails again because it's just been so long since I've really done it properly. Yeah, I'm gonna work this one higher and higher and higher. I'm trying to get some good angles, but it's kind of hard to do on my own. I'm coming up super high on that. I'm struggling not to just hit the top. Let's get you a first person, huh? Started out here, and now I'm here. It's just showing myself that this stuff isn't scary, because every time I come here, if you look at this from the point of view of when you're not warmed up, you're not in parkour, you're kind of like in pedestrian mindset. I kind of get this thing where like if I'm not warmed up and ready for parkour, I see everything as, I know I can do it, but it's as scary as it might look to someone who doesn't do parkour until I'm like warmed up into it. So I'm just putting my brain into that position now. Cool. I'm kind of putting myself into like a feel the fear and do it anyway kind of space, because every time I run up to it, I'm still getting quite a big dump of adrenaline come through. I'm trying to manage that, trying to keep it calm, but it's not really happening right now. So every time I run up to it, I'm still kind of like brrr. So I'm trying to like feel the fear and do it anyway, but also try and manage my adrenaline, try and like put it down, try and get it like lower. So I'm like running up to the bar, and I'm like, what it is it's like the speed hand control that I'm not getting. I'm kind of like running into it and getting like my hands are going on it, but like it's almost like my legs are putting too much power in for where my hands, how much power my hands think are coming in. So I'm just kind of trying to calibrate and feeling the pressure of being out on my own, feeling the pressure of trying to film this, and it's all kind of getting in my head, but I'm gonna keep going for as long as I can, so we'll keep trying. Okay, so we're doing pretty well with this so far. I'm like, I'm managing to keep like a nice bubble of no thoughts in my head. Like, it's almost like you've got like a bubble inside that's like, thoughts are coming at it, like I'm on my own and you're in the barefoot shoes and you haven't done this in ages and all this kind of crap. But I'm managing to keep them in the like outside the bubble of doing it mentality. But that is, and it's slowly getting bigger, I think. You might be thinking like, Liam, I'm pretty sure I've seen you do much bigger concretes than this, and that's fine. Like, yeah, that's right, but I'm just kind of, I'm trying to be honest with you with where I'm at, and I'm like, I'm in a place where this is scary for me right now. I'm doing it in the barefoot shoes, I'm out and I'm doing it on my own. I haven't been pushing this regularly. So yeah, this is like an honest headspace of where I'm at, and there's not I don't think there's enough of this in the parkour community where it's like, I'm not gonna show you something unless it's the best thing I've ever done. Like, sometimes you have to take a step back, sometimes you take a little bit of a step back and then you move forward, and like you hit a plateau, maybe you go down a bit and then you have to work your way back up. That's where I'm at, so I'm just showing you the truth of where I'm at, so I hope you appreciate that. I think I'm ready to move on to the big one, maybe one more of these, and then I'm gonna tackle that. Okay, so Kong over the gap here, and then pre the other side there. This one for me is a little bit easier than maybe going to a rail one, because for me, I'm quite confident with my cat leaps. So if I do underdo it, which is probably the case for the first one, I can just hit a cat leap and that's not too bad. It's just the height, just getting over the height. The rail is also quite low. I'm gonna go over there and have a little feel. I was really hoping to knock that one out straight away, so I just sort of set up the camera and went, like didn't even bring my bike over, but I hesitated for too long. Someone started walking past, I had to wait for them, started getting in my head. I mean, it's quite a big one. Like, I need to make sure that, I think mostly I'm just like sussing out too much about the landing, whereas I know from experience, like with Kong Prees, that you want to be not concentrating on the landing at all. You just want to be like focusing on Kong and the rail, and then your body will deal with the landing later. So just got to get in that headspace like now. I'm nearly there, Happy days, man. Hell yeah. Nailed it. Well, got the cat leap at least. That's what I was, I mean, it's always easy to keep pushing after you do the cat leap. So yeah, happy days. Just had to get over that rail. I was like, fuck yeah. Yeah, man. All I had to do is get over that rail. It's so funny, like that someone was just like, I saw someone out of the corner of my eye down here as I landed. I was like, oh shit, hope I haven't freaked them out. Yeah, oh, heart's pumping. I'm still deciding like where's the best place to go on here, because I think I went here. And I mean, I kind of half-assed the Kong because I wanted to hit cat leap because it's safer, you know, but probably hit crane next time. Yes, mate, crane. Didn't even need to hit crane. I was fucking flying over that thing, mate. I just need to have a bit more confidence in myself. This is not that hard. It's so crazy, just a bit of time off and this kind of stuff just starts building up in your head. You just start getting more and more like inside yourself and inside your mind, and like you got to bring your energy out into the world without it, you know, without all the bollocks. It's like just straight lies in your head 24/7 about this kind of crap, especially, and like just the more you let it build up, the longer you don't do things, the more it builds up in your mind. Total trash, mate, total trash. Flew over that one, didn't even need to crane. Yeah, all right, I'll just hit pre now. Got hit crane again, I kind of bitched out of going full power, even after that big speech of my mind being bullshit. Somehow it's still quite hard to get out of your head. I just didn't hit it high enough that time. I sort of stumbled into the Kong, and I was just like, it was more about getting over the rail that time by the time I'd started running, you know. So yeah, keep pushing. I'm so happy. This, like, just this one in and of itself is quite an accomplishment for me, at least. Like, well, it's a very big one for me. I'm really happy. Just had a hella support from a car outside, which I'm really happy about. That was really nice. Like, some people, they gun past like Parkour, but just had like some really good support from some people in the car, which was really cool. But yes, mate, we got the pre. Happy days. That's fucking awesome. I'm so stoked. I've never done this. I've done this like maybe three times in my life, and it was always while people were here, and it was always while I was on a roll, and it was always in big, thick, padded shoes. And I've just nailed it on my own in the barefoot shoes. I'm stoked, man. I'm so stoked. This is a good day. It's so daunting, because look, I mean, like, it's actually quite a big concrete. It's not just like a small one over a drop. It's actually like I have to put quite a lot of effort to make this one. So I guess I got to do it like 3 more times, or like a few more times, get a bit more comfortable with it. Every time I run into the rail, I'm still feeling a bit more fear than I'd like to. So I want to try and eliminate that. It might not go, and that's fine too, but as long as I can keep pushing through it, I'm happy with that. Trying to calm myself down, get the adrenaline lower, and yeah, all right. Cocked up my steps on that one, which was weird. I kind of felt myself kick my own foot as I ran into it. But like, this is the kind of thing where it's like, go whatever, man, because if you back out, you're fucked. There's actually quite a lot of stress doing it on this fucking super busy roundabout as well, because I've got so many people, they're just like stopping to stare and watch, and I'm just like, okay, I'm here doing my thing. And like obviously you're gonna watch, but it's like, for me, I'm like trying to keep my mind in a space where nothing else is entering it, and I got like people staring, and like the roundabout is hectic, and people honking, and ambulances going round, so it's quite a frantic place to be doing it. Not to mention I have to keep waiting for people under the underpass, which is another freaky thing, because I might just do a Kong over them. Usually you got people with you to say, oh yeah, it's clear, but I'm just like guessing right now. Well, I can't have that be my last one. I'll push one more out. I'm pretty calm now, apart from the steps that went weird. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a lot more centered, more grounded. Compare me to the start of the video where I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen with this. And my energy is totally different. I'm all over the place, but now I'm kind of calm. I'm centered, I'm like cool. And it's because I've taken my thoughts and put them out into the world and shown myself that it's all bollocks. And that grounds you. So one more. Damn it, that was another sucky one. I mean, it was good. I don't know, I'm like chilling into it. I'm like really under control, but I'm not putting that extra little bit that it takes to do this one to pre. Because like I said, I mean, it is a big one. It's not like I have to half-ass this to get it. So I'd really like to make it a pre. I'm wondering if I can push myself to do this with the first person, you know, like GoPro in my mouth. And I think the answer is yes, I'm gonna do it. So you guys get first person. So I think it's about time that you subscribe for this. If I go for this with GoPro in my mouth, you subscribe, all right? Good deal, good deal. Bang, all right, check. Absolutely fucking nailed it. I'm so happy I smashed that one. Oh, yes. Happy days, mate. So that's it. Kong pre's back unlocked. I'm gonna have to call it now. All my batteries are dying, and actually it's just started spitting anyway, so this will end up with part 2 with all of the other Composure around Salisbury. I really hope you enjoyed watching me break this down, going from my mind being absolutely trash with this kind of thing to, yeah, I'm pretty centered and calm about really quite a big one. Huge drop, max concrete. You saw, because I was only making it to cat league, right? So you can tell this is my max. Barefoot shoes unlocked with that much impact and that much to deal with in terms of like the edge and not just landing it willy-nilly on a big fucking cushion. Definitely go check out the barefoot video. And yeah, man, I hope this inspired you to go out on your own, overcome the mental noise, and yeah, build up your own fire, build it back up, because you can be in a chill state and it can kind of lower your abilities and you might feel good, and I've been feeling really nice and relaxed, really chill. But that has meant that I haven't gone and pushed myself all that much, which is fine. I mean, you have periods of expansion, you have periods of contraction in life. That's just like the circle of it. But you've got to be careful to not let that period of contraction dwell for too long and get yourself into a place where that's the, you know, you just don't push yourself again because you're too comfortable. But yeah, like, even though I've done this before, it feels like a brand new move, especially with the conditions. No people here with me, lots of traffic, people under the underpass, barefoot shoes. I'm looking forward to taking you around the other concretes that we've done and smashing those out as well, and showing you the process. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video where I'm breaking down in my mind what's going on. I have a lot of mental chatter, man. I'm quite like, you know, I think a lot, and that's not really congruent with parkour. It doesn't help you with parkour at all. So it's like meditation, centering yourself, getting yourself into a place where you don't have that thought bubble, where you don't have the thoughts smashing against the present bubble. Getting yourself into that place of no mind, no thoughts, and just showing yourself what you can really do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one for either part 2 or something else, but we will do a part 2 because I've got more concretes to conquer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.